Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Coins Alert channel. I'm making another movie about XRP today, as I always do. Um, I hope everyone is having a great day today, no matter where they are in the world. XRP is what we'll talk about. I'm also going to talk about some other things that are happening. This is from the Blue Hawk legend to show it already. Getting into fights when they already know they'll vote yes. Both parties in the Texas House support moving forward with the Bitcoin Reserve Bill. The catch is that any coin that can keep its market cap above $500 billion for 24 months will also be added to this reserve. XRP will finally have a market value of more than $500 billion. Also, I don't know why they care so much about market cap in the first place. It doesn't matter what the market cap is. Utility is important. Wait a minute. In the coming months, these states and these people will all be pushing for an XRP reserve. As soon as banks start using it, SEC puts off making choices about XRP and DOG ETFs. They are now taking public views into account. That's right, now the people can say whether they want an XRP or DOG ETF or not. Why does everyone have to say something? It's a known fact that banks want these ETFs. There is demand from institutions for these to be accepted. It seems like they just want to put off what has to happen. Ripple versus SEC, an expert lists the reasons why Judge Torres might change her mind about the Ripple case. The role of the federal executive body is the only thing he talks about. He thinks that the Treasury or the Fed might put in an amicus brief in the case directly asking her to change her mind about the claim. I believe that this case has been put off over and over again on purpose. They only want to keep Ripple from going live for as long as possible. Either way, this will be over in the next few weeks. And that's the end of it. The game is over. Either you already have XRP or you're going to buy it halfway up. As soon as this case is over, I think we'll hear from the institutions. So another green light, I mean the same day or the next day. Institutions will begin to talk about XRP all over the place. SEC Commissioner Pierce is being broken. There should no longer be a credit investor job. I think crypto and XRP will do well. I always thought it would be a bad idea for Gary Gensler at the SEC to make it so that only accredited investors could invest in crypto. That way, the next group of crypto investors would not be able to get in. To put money into crypto, they would have to go through a third party. I believe that everyone should be able to use crypto, which is why it gives you a chance you can't get anywhere else. With just a little money in this space, you could become very wealthy very quickly. It could happen very quickly. In addition, you can get rich by holding and lending out your cryptocurrency. This way, you can get passive income and keep getting rich in the future. The great thing about crypto is that this is something I need to talk about for a moment because I keep hearing that XRP is going to $1 million. It's not what David Schwartz means here. He says it can't be really cheap. That doesn't make sense. That's how much a million XRP would cost if each one was worth $1. If XRP costs $1 million, they would need one XRP, which would cost $1 million again. When David talked about using XRP to buy things like a house, he meant making deals with it. He never said, hey, XRP is going to $1 million though. He was only making up a story to help people understand why it makes sense. XRP to cost a lot of money. In order to be used in banks, it has to be very expensive. There is no question about it. It's going to be amazing to see how many deals happen through micropayments, bank-to-bank payments, business-to-business payments, and person-to-person payments. That much value can't change every day with XRP, and are still $2.50. For that to even be possible, it has to be at least 3 numbers. The number 3 is mine. I believe that is still early. That being said, the price has to go up as more people buy it. This means that as more banks sign up, the price will go up and up over time. That is what David said though. He didn't say that XRP would reach $1 million. Bill Morgan said this. The person who always talks about Bitcoin is the last person who wants things to be fair. That's right, Cynthia Loomis. This is what I promised. The United States is ready to increase our supplies. People in the US want Bitcoin. They don't though. You can ask 10 different people if they want Bitcoin. Do you know what they'll say? The same thing they say about XRP. It's magic money on the internet. I'm not interested in it. It's possible that these people they polled are people they know. So they could change the outcome of this vote. This story is true no matter what. But you know, when she's in Washington with her coworkers, all of a sudden she's talking about digital assets. But when she gets to X, it's only Bitcoin. Is someone else writing her post? Did someone else call off the meeting between her and Brad Garlinghouse? We have no idea. But I know this: you stay away from something when a leader tells you to buy it. MicroStrategy is being attacked by a huge group of people. I told you in December that this was a bubble. Not a soul listened. They are now being sued for making buyers stupid while pushing Bitcoin. When will MicroStrategy fail, and what will that mean for Bitcoin? You might not be able to put a time on this, but what he says here makes a lot of sense. What happens in this case is important. A lot more than micro tactics. If regulators or courts find that MSTR broke investor trust, every public company that holds Bitcoin will be closely looked at. There will be a close look at accounting methods, disclosures, and board risk models. This could slow down or even stop businesses across the US from using Bitcoin. This is what's wrong with Michael Saylor. He makes up situations in which people should take out mortgages on their homes to invest all their money in Bitcoin. He does that because they need people to be able to easily bail out. If there isn't enough store exit liquidity, Bitcoin will crash when people try to sell their bags. The same reason they want help from the government. Since they want to keep Bitcoin in a reserve in the US. I think everyone should try to find out who Satoshi is. Because remember, they always say that crypto criminals who aren't known are the ones doing the worst things. That's why we need to know who Satoshi is before the government agrees to keep Bitcoin safe. I believe that this case can also help us learn that David Schwartz is really Satoshi. I've been telling you this for a while now because it's very important. This is the reason why you don't say how much XRP you have. After being drugged by a fake Uber driver, an American tourist in London loses $123,000 in cryptocurrency. It's happening every day now, and he doesn't think he'll ever get his money back. He's probably right. They should be able to find out where this crypto went. I think they will find out who stole the crypto in the end. But the money may already be gone. This keeps happening because people are proud of their XRP bags and Bitcoin bags. Stop telling everyone in the comments how much XRP you have too. As Ripple warns of more XRP scams, people who own XRP are being targeted. XRP scams are all over the place. Nothing will ever ask you to send XRP. Also Brad, Monica, David, Stu, or anyone else from Ripple won't do it. Do not click on links that look sketchy. Before engaging, you should always check public accounts. Just like I said, scams will get worse as the price of XRP gets better. Now is not the time to lose your crypto. Do not argue with the bots in the comments. Let's go back to the person who was taken. You can get this from Good Morning Crypto. 69,461 people were affected by Coinbase's data breach in December 2024. Money and passwords were not stolen, but personal information was. This is what they got: name, address, phone number, and email address. Big group social security number. Only the last 4 digits. A lot of bank account numbers. Government ID pictures. Driver's license, passport, account information like balance snapshots and transaction history. Limited company data like documents, training materials, and other support agents that can be used to identify a bank account. I'm telling you this because I want you to get your crypto off of markets. I believe Coinbase should be responsible for everything that happened. When Coinbase outsourced their